I don't know how I feel about this one. It's great with the Mars. It's pretty good with the Earth Spirit. The Aura goes a long way with those heroes, but
10
you don't
seconds
counter anything
remain.
super hard here with the Frostbite. I mean, you
5
do you
seconds.
frostbite the super treants for 10 seconds, which can like really limit Nature's Prophet's ability to split push and shove towers in with it. I will say that could be what they're going for here, but
Yeah, I
there's
wonder
other
if
options
it's
even as well.
maybe they're like worried about it just being like Boris Nature's Prophet once again, and then taking like a Beastmaster or something to just push that objective. Because I know
Mm.
Monkeys Forever can take it, and I was like, if they take another hero that has that tower push, then they're in a lot of trouble. So the Crystal Maiden kind of denies the potential Beastmaster pick, but they just respond with Death Prophet, which both I Annihilate and Monkeys Forever can play. We don't see Monkeys Forever play it too often in the offlane anymore, 10 but it's seconds.
Mm.
definitely still a possible pick. 5
Well, Monkeys just has
seconds
a
remaining.
super deep hero pool. I mean, you can play basically everything at this point. The guy's been playing Dota forever.
Yeah, he really has.
There are some disgusting heroes he plays, like Brood Mother as well, which I'd honestly rather not see.
What do you mean? I love the Monkeys Brood picks.
And now this is a game between gentlemen and gentlewomen.
Unbelievable.
uh, yeah, Brood Mother pickups are absolutely disgusting. So I don't think we'd see anything of that this game. Both teams have the counters to Brood Mother. You know, got Earthshaker on one side, Death Prop can deal with it all right, and of course you're playing against Mars. You can just God's Rebuke away the spiders. So not really an option here. And carry or mid lane are now going to have to be picked up here in Arkosh. They're going to reveal a lot about their
It
draft with
is
this next
Radiant
pickup.
span.
Grab the OD, which is kind of played everywhere right now, mostly in the mid lane though, and it's already against a Death Prophet. If the Death Prophet wants to be playing in the mid, anybody who doesn't really have to worry about the Soul Siphon does pretty good against the DP in lane.
Yeah.
10
seconds. Well, they do get the. I mean, the OD is something that just seems so meta right now as well, and it's a very solid pick from them. So you might as well take it here.
It is Dyer's.
They're going to ban out the Phantom Lancer. I think that's a really great pick. They do not have an answer for that hero in any way.
Radiant's turn to
And they will remove the Ricky. You are correct, Neph. Once again. Look at you.
Dyer's turn. I mean, it's just a really good hero in this patch.
Yeah, and there's the Lycan ban.
Getting rid of that one makes sense. And I guess they just are worried about more early aggression here. So they're getting rid of the Lycan. Beastmaster are still in the pool, though.
Yeah.
Radiant's turn to Don't see if they grab that one. I mean, they could just run position 1 Nature's Prophet again to the Death Prophet mid and run Beastmaster in the off lane. Is an option here. So, I mean, if Nature's Prophet 1 worked in the last game, I see no reason why it wouldn't work again. Crystal Maiden is all right against the Beastmaster, though, just using Frostbite on the Boars.
5 seconds.
Last pick coming out from Arkosh here. What do you want to see, Ricky?
It's hard to say, you know, like you got to pick something here for Pale Horse, but you got to pick something that lanes well against Nature's Prophet, but then they could still safe lane it. So you don't know. That's the scary part about the draft so far. So they picked Terrorblade, who does really well against the physical damage output of the Nature's Prophet. But if it is going to be the Boris Nature's Prophet again, he goes this early Orchid into Maelstrom, Terrorblade just gets melted. So this is very interesting.
It becomes too much magic damage to deal with. Pretty good against a lot of the carries left inside the pool, though. Last hero coming out. They don't really have an amazing frontliner here on 2-base, so either running this Nature's Prophet as a position 1 and then picking a tanky off laner or picking a tanky safe laner is the way to go here. They don't. They just go all pushing power. Death Prophet and Leshrac picked up together alongside a Nature's Prophet. I mean, this could go very well or very poorly for them.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. I actually do really like this, though. I think taking the Nature's Prophet to the safe lane once again gives them pretty much all the physical and magic combination that they need. You have Leshrac, who does fine in lane against Pale Horse's Terrorblade here. I mean, again, I just look at Simply TOOBASED's draft, and I think just opening this first pick Nature's Prophet makes it borderline impossible to draft against them if they get last pick.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that they didn't just first pick Nature's Prophet here on Arkosh, to be honest with you. I thought they'd snagged it up right away if it ended up getting let through here. So to let that through, I gotta say I favor TOOBASE's draft this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'm exactly with you. I think Boris should have a pretty easy lane against the Mars. It's not too difficult for him to play. Once again, we'll probably do the same thing as last game where he just applies some pressure, gets to free farm, and then sits in the triangle, just farming up, becoming just this incredibly strong core. So we'll see. Game number 2 here between Arkosh and Simply TOOBASED. About to begin.
Here we go. Well, we'll see where they throw their heroes. I mean, they mixed things up last game. And they put Boris, who currently doesn't have any items. Crow says, Monkey, you look for team. Grimlow bad Perforus. As expected out of Arkosh.
Yes. Just trying to get rid of their players. They're turning on each other. They're going to eat each other alive, dude. Not a surprise here.
It's just Boris, I'm surprised all right, he's got items being sent out to him right now. I think he just forgot he was trying to get out of base right away. Hadn't decided what items he wanted to grab. Double Fairy Fire Tango, Blightstone, Ironwood Branch. Crow's already out here, though. They don't have a huge amount of kill potential here. I mean, Go could slow him down, but Palos would have to commit the Metamorphosis before the laning phase to actually get enough damage on Boris to bring him down. Even then, with 2 Fairy Fires to fall back on, might not be able to kill him.
Well, they just saw I Annihilate ward in the mid lane thanks to this high ground one, so that is going to get immediately dewarded by Canis Vulpes. Just super happy about that. That's always an amazing way to start your lane.
Gremlo just sitting by his tier 1 tower and doesn't want to leave the safety of it, as it is pretty scary out there against Monkeys Forever and Empyrean. And Z-Freak with the block. Is this even still worth doing? I suppose it is.
It seems like it, right? It's one of those things where it's just going to hold the wave in. It will shove to the tower completely, and then they get to pull the lane back, set the equilibrium on their terms. Yeah, and he's just going to sacrifice the ranged creep. So one of the things, though, when you're playing with a Nature's Prophet is you typically, like, always win the lane swaps, right? They do see Terrorblade showing in lane top now, and I think they're going to want to try and swap these lanes eventually. But Boris, I mean, at the end of the day, his lane's going to be fine no matter what.
Well, over here.
Oh my god, the blocks on a Z-Freak. Gremlo is just stuck. He's going to try and beeline it to the trees, but that's first blood going to the Nature's Prophet, dude. Z-Freak. This man. All right.
He's been an absolute monster in basically every game this tournament.
Annihilate fell very low in the mid lane. And Canis Vulpes gets that D-ward now and some nice extra golden experience, so he's going to have a pretty solid advantage. This is not as much experience as it used to be. It was a lot more at one point. Wasn't it like 100 experience before?
For what? The boar?
No, taking a ward.
The ward. It starts at 100 XP, yeah.
Okay.
But there's... Wait, how much did he get from it?
Not much, I don't think.
Did they change it? Interesting. My bad. I thought it was still 100 at the start. They might have scaled it down a little bit. It was a bit ridiculous, especially for now. If the mid laner gets it's like half a wave of XP. Top lane.
Yeah. A lot of damage coming out from Crow and Goat there. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, they're okay with this. They're doing really well in the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet 6 and 6 does have that first blood gold as well, and he's just doing the same build as he did before. These Glove of Haste, Blightstones, these double Fairy Fires, just rushing those treads.
And rushing down Empyrean too over here. He's taking so much harass. So at the tier 2, you are forced to get back here on Crow. Can't chase him any further than that. But top lane, say going pretty decent for them. Burning through tons of regen here.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense because Monkeys Forever is going to be a lot more scary at levels like 3 and 4. So you kind of want to try and just get as much as you can in the lane at the moment on this Terrorblade. And the supports playing very aggressive, making sure that they have no way of, you know, applying pressure onto Pale Horse. A great block by Z-Freak, but it looks like Goat's still able to get that pull. So this is really nice. Hopefully gonna, for them, reset the equilibrium in their favor. Monkey's Forever tries to pull back, but it's not gonna happen.
I keep wanting to touch on the bottom lane, but all these here, the heavy nukes, heavy harass coming out in the top lane, I'm afraid to look away even a moment. In the bottom lane, actually opted to go 1 point into the Bulwark against the Nature's Prophet, Boris here, which... You know,
he picked it up at level 2, actually. He was straight God's Rebuke into Bulwark.
Interesting. I mean, I do like it. It makes a lot of sense here because that he's able to contest the farm a little bit easier, but still pretty far ahead here on the Nature's Prophet. 18 and 7 now. Three-quarters of a level ahead of Mars,
mid lane. Crow TP'd in, but unable to find the kill. Z-Freak showing up big, making sure his mid laner does not go down there. 4-minute runes are coming up. Crow doesn't have a kick, but it's going to be bottom lane, and it's a DD for the Death Prophet.
Who very much needs it right now. Not doing so hot. 12 and 6 to the 21 and 7 on the OD. Doesn't even have the bottle completed at 4 minutes in. Still queued up.
Z-Freak getting chased by Crow. Canis Vulpus is rotating over as well, but I think he just fissures and walks away. A little bit afraid now. Nice boulder comes in as well. Has another Astral, but Z-Freak gonna maybe try and deny himself to the Roche, realizing that that's just not gonna be possible. Yeah, with the Astral, it's just too easy.
A nice try there. Goat goes down elsewhere though, as people are forced to rotate without Crow inside the lane. It becomes that much more dangerous. So kill for Monkeys Forever there. He's going for a bottle as well, actually. Being sent out to him right now. I mean, the heavy magical damage is going to come in clutch against Pale Horse here. It's, you know, like you mentioned, just all the heroes prior to the left track being picked up against the TB, you needed a bit of magical damage in order to blow him up.
Nice rotation onto Imperium, but Earth Spirit can't close the gap, but he's just going to walk away, pulling so much time from these two supports. They will eventually end up getting the kill here, I believe. He's trying to deny himself to the Centaur, but CM's going to be nearby. Yeah, we'll secure it with that Crystal Nova. Well played. Gremlo bottom lane might be in trouble. Boris just got this Wrath of Nature. Z-Freak is here as well. Gremlo, I don't think... Oh, he misses the fissure, but it still blocks him off. Gonna chew through 2 trees to make it through behind the tower here. He's gonna be fine. Boris really wants to apply pressure with this catapult here.
And he's going to get it. Gremlo doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with, and if nobody else can TP down here, I mean, there's just way too much harass. Empyrean ends up stopping by as well.
Yeah, he just leaves.
This is what I said about Gremlo, you know, avoiding confrontation. Guy's a little bit of a coward.
All right, that's your first tower of the game. This is one of the benefits of this Nature's Prophet that we see. They do it once again, and suddenly this becomes a lot more difficult because Boris can just free TP to any other lane. Speaking of other lanes, I Annihilate in mid in some trouble, but gets the double suck onto Canis Vulpus and Crow. Regenerating a lot of that health. Canis Vulpus still doesn't have his Meteor Hammer. Gonna have it soon, though. They're going to run right into Gremlo, though. Z-Freak not showing himself on the high ground. Imperium, he does have Maledict. They could potentially go for it, but I don't know if they have the damage with just the 2 of them. They might. The Fissure doesn't block him quite off, but Boris is somewhat nearby. Now a nice Astral to save him, and Boris may just be way out of position as there's going to be a Frostbite as well. Gremlo survives, and Goat will secure that kill.
Contributed very little with how late he got in there. I think Wrath of Nature was still on cooldown for just a moment longer. If he had been able to commit that one on top of that kill, you know, wouldn't have had to commit in and wouldn't have gone down there. But nice find there. Very much needed there for Arkosh. Bring back the gold advantage a little bit in their favor. But, you know, even in death, he's accomplishing things here. on this Nature's Prophet. Bottom lane is getting shoved in by the catapult. Tower's actually down 1,000 HP. You're tier 2 with just 7 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Pale Horse realizes he's like, I guess I'm the only one who can really go down here because y'all have to brawl and make space. In top lane, they are finding Monkeys Forever. The arena comes out from Gremlo. They'll find that kill. Z-Freak stuck inside here, but the Wrath of Nature doing a lot. They can't take down Gremlo as he just chews himself through the trees. And guess what? Canis Vulpus, a beautiful Astral there to keep himself alive, and Crow able to roll over that cliff. He's going to survive a nice disengage. They managed to pull everyone from the side of Simply TOOBASED to the top lane, but I Annihilate, he's got Exorcism. They might just go for the tower. Mid lane?
I think they should.
Yeah. Okay, so he is going to go back mid. I was like, otherwise, if he didn't have this ward here, I don't think they would have come mid, but Canis Vulpus, if he times this correctly, will catch Monkeys Forever. Is this going to be a kill? Oh my gosh, it is! Just all of that extra damage from that Senne's Eclipse.
And just like that, net worth lead that Simply TOOBASED held is now completely even. Top lane, they are going to be forced to give up this tower, realizing that, okay, we didn't manage to get any of those kills, but everybody's forced to walk all the way back to base right now after TPing top. We've got the space to grab this tower with the Exorcism.
I'm surprised Canis Vulpus. Okay, there it is. I was like, I'm surprised he's not going for the Meteor Hammer on the tower. He needs to get some damage in on this while he can. May have stuck around a little bit too long. No, he's going to be fine. Astral to disengage. Just gonna go jungle for a little bit or just spam these arcane orbs to try and get his mana back up.
I hate that OD here and just banish somebody for 4 seconds. Very cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to play some Dota 2? Because how about no?
How about getting banished for 4 seconds? That sounds like a good time, right?
I mean, you remember Rubik Astral when it had the duration change on it, right? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can't play for like 6 seconds mid lane. Canis Vulpus, he's gonna be fine here.
Yeah.
Not fine though is Z-Freak. Goat's on a killing spree. He's 3-1-1. He's doing great on the Crystal Maiden. And it's space for Pale Horse here as he's going to be able to try... Oh. Oh, I was about to say Pale Horse is going to push the tower, but he just lost half his HP to a Wrath of Nature.
Makes his life pretty difficult. He's his double Wraith Band that he's gone not that useful here. Usually you go this when you need a little bit more armor under your belt. I mean, it does help you farm a bit faster as well. But it's all magical damage that's going to be bringing him down here. And that was the logic behind the Leshrac pick, right? And in fact is why they actually didn't max out the Diabolic Edict going for Lightning Storm Split Earth here.
Yeah. And we're seeing Boris go the same build as last time. These treads, he's got the double robe, so he's going to be building that into the early Orchid. He finished it right around a 12 and a half, or I think it was 13 minutes last game, which is incredibly quick. And as we speak, where's his courier at? It is delivering a quarterstaff and a possessed mask. So Nature's Prophet's going to have another really quick Orchid. He's top net worth, and that's going to offer a lot of problems.
The bee god, the board daddy, as you like to call him.
Oh, I'm not the only one who likes to call him that.
I'm strangely uncomfortable now.
That's what I do, you know. I am too awkward of a person to not make people feel uncomfortable.
Interesting line of work you chose for being an awkward person.
That's fine. Monkeys Forever in some trouble. But he's going to be fine. Okay. We were looking at the top rune, but meanwhile, bottom, they do find the kill on the goat.
Awkward position for Goat there. Just caught out by Cass, caught out by that Soul Siphon. Ain't going nowhere. The Crystal Maiden.
Oh, Fissure Block not going to connect. Boris does go ahead and hit him with that Sprout, but in comes Crow. This is going to be a huge magnetize. It is ticking through onto 5 heroes. Gremlo, no arena, but he's got to keep these stones rolling. Nature's Prophet, not where he wants to be. He's going to be the first to go down here. One more auto attack from Canis Vulpus, causing the Delta split here. Is going to be a second kill. An amazing reinitiation here from the Earth Spirit.
And just like that, the fight actually does end up going the way of Arkosh. And in fact, they get the bottom tower at the same time. Normally when they take these losing fights, they get objectives elsewhere on the map. But just a botch initiation there a couple of times by Boris. A little bit out of position as he TPs in. And it's costing the mid tower as well. In fact, things are not looking great. Now up 3k net worth at just 11 minutes into the game here.
Oh yeah, Arkosh is hitting their stride for sure. Nature's Prophet, he's very farmed. He's got to have to come online here very soon, but a couple mistakes here from Simply TOOBASED has giving them the timing that they need. Crow will not connect on that rolling boulder, but will be able to follow it up. Nice silence and stun. Z-Freak pinned against the arena. It's going to be a second kill going their, or another kill going their way. Wrath of Nature coming through, going to do quite a bit of damage. I Annihilate, as well as Boris, will be able to just bring him down before he gets that TP out. So 1-for-1 trade. I mean, you're very happy with that if you're simply two-based.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty happy. Z-Freak going down, not great. They want to be getting their Blink Dagger up on him as quickly as possible. It's very crucial these team fights, getting on top of this Terrorblade and blowing him up. But when you trade for the offlaner there, you don't hate it. In fact, Grumlow isn't doing that much better than their Shaker.
Yeah. Canis Volpa is doing pretty well. A Haste Rune comes out. He's just going to go immediately and try and channel that Meteor Hammer, but it doesn't really matter because it's interrupted by Leshrac. But again, a rotation in from Crow turns it around. The Sanity's Eclipse ends up getting a double kill for the OD, and Goat standing his ground the whole time with that freezing field. That was an amazing play there once again from Arkosh.
Whoa. Z-Freak could have finished off Goat there with the Fissure.
Did he have the damage?
I think so. That was weird. Maybe he didn't have the range. Wasn't being super close to his positioning there. But yeah, another fight going the way of Arkosh there. Now 4K net worth up. And now on the back foot. I mean, we talked about the importance of the tier 1 tower, them taking it so early last game 2-base. Well, shoes on the other foot now. Arkosh, now it's suddenly very easy for them to invade your jungle, and that's what they're doing.
Oh, Echo onto the CM. That's not the best target, but the Death Ward is down. In comes Crow. No Magnetize this time, but there is a Canis Volpa. It's just going to channel that Meteor Hammer once again. Stuns up. I Annihilate. Does he have the damage? Finish him off himself. Not going to be quite there, but he blinks. He has a blink. What? Canis Volpus. When did he get this?
Just now the courier had brought it out to him. That's flying back to base.
Oh, he's looking for monkeys.
Just find the kill because of it.
Blink up in 1. Meteor Hammer in 2 is going to be a perfect time. The stuns, they're going to be right on the mark. Goat is here as well. The magic damage, more than enough, and Crow kicks his dead body across the map. Shameful display, says Crow.
Ooh. Crow. I mean, everything's coming up Arkosh now. They lost the last tier 1 tower they had in top lane there. It goes the way of Pale Horse. 5k net worth advantage here, and you're going to start to need items to turn this one. You need that Orchid online on the Nature's Prophet. You got to get this Yule Scepter up on the Death Prophet as soon as possible. You need your Blink Dagger and Earthshaker. But how do you find the space for this when, you know, the Arkosh are here? They're invading your side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, we can see it just right in Boris, right? This game, the big difference. And it's 14 minutes. He's going to get his Orchid on the Courier here in just a moment. So he'll have a 15-minute Orchid, but he is 1,000 or more behind the top 2 cores of Arkosh. And those heroes can definitely keep up pace or farm faster even than this Nature's Prophet.
I mean, they're going to have to route this. Is the only way that I see them coming out on top here.
Oh, Z-Freak, they pop each other's smoke. Goat's gonna be able to find Imperium here, but Z-Freak, he doesn't have the Echo, so there's nothing to happen, but I Annihilate just pops that Exorcism, gonna chase down Crow. They lose immediately on the Leshrac as well, and I Annihilate, he's just gonna go down to Pale Horse's damage. Imperium, he can't do anything either. 3 more kills going the way of Arkosh.
Just death after death here. This is, you know, the strength of controlling this mid tower. They try to take the fight over here. Will become such an easy access point, bringing the farm to Pale Horse basically there. And
they just can go Roche, maybe?
There's no way that you get into Roche right now. That is a very, very bold move.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have nothing to tank it. Yeah. Terrorblade is not quite capable by himself. They don't have any minus armor.
No possessed mask on him either. So gonna have to give that one up for now. Z-Freak just doing all he can to make up for them dying on the other side of the map. They're trying to farm up that Blink Dagger like we keep talking about, but still a very long ways off. Only sitting at 960 gold right now.
Oh, top lane. They're gonna find Monkeys Forever once again. The Blinks in from Canis Volpa, setting up another kill. This is the build I really love to see on the OD. Feeding forever, says Canis Volpus. Oh my lord. I was gonna say, this is my favorite build on OD. There's this Meteor Hammer into Blink, constantly setting up kills around the map. And like you said, they want to split push on the side of Simply 2-base. They need to just try and stall this game out and cut waves, but you're going to get punished by OD over and over again for doing that.
Yeah. Until the 20-minute mark, it's very difficult. And even then, you know, thanks to Crystal Maiden, this Frostbite You can always grab one of the 2 super treants from the Nature's Prophet. You have 10 seconds on creeps.
Z-Freak caught out in the jungle. He was trying to give his team some nice vision there for a little while, but that Invis rune, I believe, expired, and there is not much he can do. Or no, he didn't have Invis. He was just hanging out there in the trees.
I think he's just, trying to farm the dangerous areas of the map. If the enemies come over to him, great, make space for the rest of his team. But again, Blink Dagger, pretty important. Still a long ways off. Now 17 minutes in the game. Tier 2 neutral items will start to drop here. But the 20-minute mark is really what Simply TOOBASED are waiting for. Once you have that Aghanim shard on the NP, split pushing becomes a little bit easier.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those games where we're going to see him pick up that shard pretty much right away, as opposed to finishing the Mjolnir like he did last time. Boris, I mean, luckily he does have the Possessed Mask, making it a little bit easier for him to clear out these Ancient stacks.
No. Gets himself the Essence Ring. Pretty important item to grab. I imagine look at that to Death Prophet, just so she's able to stay alive as they commit onto her.
Arena finds the Earthshaker, and another kill going the way of Gremlin. I mean, this is the Blink reveal. Finding Z-Freak, not the best target, but like you said earlier, they're slowing down his Blink so much. Z-Freak had like a 13 or a 14-minute Aether Lens last game, and he is like lowest net worth. He is not even close to getting this Blink Dagger.
No, he can't find anything, and part of it comes to him farming dangerous areas of the map. They don't control anything. Even with the Nature's Prophet, with the map control they should have from this, it's hard for him to do anything. And yeah, he does actually have a. Oh no!
They're gonna be able to find Imperium on the Witch Doctor. Boris and Monkeys are rotating down. There's gonna be the Silence, Split Earth to follow. There should be a kill onto the Earth Spirit. You'll take that one absolutely, as Boris's Soul Burn will find it. But I mean, you got it. I guess it's something going the way of Simply TOOBASED, but it still feels like they're falling very far behind. Wait a minute.
Gold Change actually went in favor of Arkosh there. It counted both. It counted the Earthshaker death as well in that last team fight.
You should take a look at Pale Horse, as he has an Aghanim Scepter.
Yes, he does. This item is incredible. Tearaway with the Metamorphosis for 10 seconds now. It's just way too good, especially with the Mars Arena. I mean, he pops that while people are trapped inside the arena. They're just forced to walk into the wall again and again as he just rips them apart. It is absolutely insane. This is like the big brain item pickup this game.
I actually didn't realize it was changed like that, because I remember it being, you can cast Terra Wave in meta, but I didn't realize it now is just used at any time, and it gives you meta for 10 seconds. That's actually quite a big change.
Yeah. So any time that you just drop the Arena of Blood, it's committed. You just use Terra Wave right after. I mean, it's like the Phoenix Egg combo, except
now it's Dark Willow.
A lot of right-click damage.
It's Dark Willow combo with Mars. That's quite nice. It also just makes fighting a lot more difficult on the side of Simply TOOBASED.
Yeah, anytime it looks like you're getting a favorable engagement, you just drop that Terror Wave after getting on top of people. They're all suddenly forced back. The fight is reset.
The one thing I see as a problem here for the Terrorblade is this build, this Sanjin Yasha into Aghanim Scepter has really slowed down his item progression compared to what you would like to see on the Terrorblade, right? Like, these aren't great. Like, the Aghanim Scepter is not a farming item. It's not going to give him, exactly what he wants. However, he does get an Imp Claw, so, good old Arkosh getting jungle items that they love.
Again, we're going to have to investigate this one, talk to the admins or something afterwards.
Mid lane, nice ward placement here by Imperium. They want to be able to pressure this tier 1 tower, but it is untouched. Bottom lane, they do take the tier 2 at least, thanks to the Nature's Prophet. And he does have the Aghanim Shard, just like we talked about. Picks it up exactly 20 minutes into the game, giving him that extra split push.
Are you seeing this? It's barely... I don't even think they're visually different. The greater treants?
Wait a minute.
They look exactly the same.
Oh, that's a bug on that set then for sure. That's a cosmetic bug.
They do that?
That's a cosmetic bug, 100%. So for some reason, these ones don't have a greater form, which is definitely a bug.
I mean, look at what these small treants are doing to your tier 3 tower. It's down to 1,000 HP. He's summoning it again. See, they look exactly the same over here.
Yeah, you actually can't tell the difference. Wow. Okay, Canis Vulpus does at least find the Nature's Prophet. Here's the punish we were talking about. The roll in as well. Crow and Canis Vulpus going to find themselves a kill. Wait a minute. Okay, there's Sanity's Eclipse committed, but tier 3 tower is dead. Now he's going to work on the ranged barracks.
This is ridiculous.
Gaben, please. Gremlo's sitting here like, wait, why is this unit taking 9 auto attacks? Whoa.
The 7K net worth down. They've been able to take a fight in ages. It's 21-7. They just lost their tier 3 tower. They can just come back and do it again afterwards. And as soon as you open up these tier 2s, the way it shoves in naturally, thanks to the range barracks going down, the game becomes much easier for them. But Arkosh, they are feeling incredibly strong.
Yeah, this Terrorblade is enormous. And the BKB finished now on the OD. They're working on BKBs on a lot of heroes. Leshrac does have his I Annihilate working towards his. I think Mars had one queued up. He does. So, I mean, as far as item progression goes, those BKBs are going to be a big deal. There's going to be the OD. Pale Horse building one as well. Going to have his very soon.
Once they have BKBs, I think it's just game over.
Gremlo is hunting Boris right now in the bottom lane. The question is who's going to jump who as both teams are rotating in. They see Crow. They're going to see Monkeys Forever, but the arena drops right onto Boris. The BKB comes out from the Leshrac, and now he's going to be able to just pick and choose which target he wants to go for, but Crow gets the roll out. He's gone. Wait, where did he go? He's out. Canis Vulpus finds Boris, though. A nice reinitiation on the backside of the fight, though. Like you said, Crow did go back in, able to get a Magnetize onto Imperium and Monkeys. Is he going to be able to take 2? And on the backside, the Terror Wave almost catches. Oh, my God. Off by just a millisecond.
Still a very favorable fight. BKB committed there on the Leshrac as well. Net worth and XP both heavily favoring the side of Arkosh after that last team fight at 1,000 gold swing for them. But this game, you can't afford to go down like that on the Nature's Prophet anymore. You need your team to be taking these fights for you while you continue to split push and shove around the map.
Yeah, exactly. This is a one position Nature's Prophet, right? Like he can't afford to be dying in these side lanes split pushing. Like you can be split pushing, but you have to be able to get something out of this.
Speaking of split pushing, you're about to get punished here on Monkeys.
Yes, he is once again. Gremlo, blink in 1, but canceled by that Wrath of Nature. They can continue the chase, though. Z-Freak gets found by Canis Vulpus, a bounce in. Monkeys Forever, just taking so much damage, has no way to TP out, and he committed a BKB for this. Pale Horse just beats him down through it. It's all Arkosh, baby.
2 heroes they lost there, and the net worth XP continue to go in their favor. Nature's Prophet doing all he can. Boris shoving out the bottom lane, but right now it's just way too difficult. Complete map domination from Arkosh, and they committed the Metamorphosis. They took that fight right beside the pit, and before he didn't have the HP to be able to take this, but now it's no problem for Terrorblade to rip this Roche apart.
Yeah, they have Vlads. They even have the Terror Wave now, so it's not easy to contest this. I love this decision here. It's like he should just tank this with his illusions, and he will. Canis Vulpus dropping that Meteor Hammer, but guess what? Your bottom lane. There's some treants on your ranged barracks. In comes Gremlo, but I think these greater treants are going to kill it. Yes, they are. All right. Good old Nature's Prophet.
I think we are going to hit a point where Arkosh is just too strong. Never mind.
Echo.
Gremlo.
They find Gremlo. Oh no, the BKB on the backside from Canis Vulpus. There's going to be the Death Ward. He will be able to catch the stun onto Boris. The jump in on the backside from the Earth Spirit. Oh my God, they punish the heck out of him. Take down all 3.
Like that, I mean, that's the map control. Everybody gets over there, no problem at all. And the damage from this Outworld, I mean, it's absolutely insane. All he really needs is a Blink Dagger Meteor Hammer. Once he has this BKB, he becomes practically unkillable. Death Ward doing basically nothing to him. It's still level 1 Death Ward, only doing 85 damage a tick.
And it's physical, right? So
yeah. I mean, OD is a decent agi game, decent base armor, sitting at 13 despite having no real armor items.
Does he have a Hex? Oh my
He's
god.
going for one.
Gonna have one. Yeah, that's quite good this game. Just more control for their team. Honestly, I mean, these guys do so much damage. If anyone is stunned for just a second or two, they can just shred right through them. Terrorblade going for the Eye of Scotty next. More health, right? I mean, that was what we talked about in the early game, is so much magic damage for the Terror on the side of simply Two-Base, that if Terrorblade, you know, doesn't get tanky, he's gonna really struggle in this game. So what does he do? He goes Sanjin Yasha, Aghanim's, BKB, and now an Eye of Scotty. I mean, this TB is gonna be enormous. Oh, unlucky here for Z Freak. Just happens to blink right into Crow and Pale Horse as he just dropped. Interesting Terror Wave choice there, but gets the kill nonetheless.
Only a 90-second cooldown. Just dropping it as often as he feels. Not a super huge cooldown. Oh, Canis now beyond godlike. Imperium ends up dropping. Are still beyond godlike. I mean, you can continue to split push here on this Nature's Prophet, but as I was talking about, eventually you're going to get to a point where it just doesn't matter. They're going to be so much stronger than you that they're just going to throw their heads against your tier 3s, against your racks, and end the game.
Yep, and that's exactly what they're doing. Tier 4, what? Tier 2 in the mid lane under siege. Monkey's Forever trying to go for a cut here, but found by Crow. He's going to have to, like, BKB TP out of here. Canis Vulpes coming in as well. In comes, oh, Gremlo misses his first spell. There's going to be the BKB from Monkeys. He just goes ahead and tries to run away, but that's not going to work, sir. Oh, he has no TP. Oh, my gosh. Monkeys Forever goes down. Level 20 now on the OD.
I'm not sure how they take this guy down. I mean, they have to get an amazing initiation. I'm not sure they have the damage anymore. It's all like damage over time right now. They have no super hard carry. It's Death Prophet with the Exorcism. You know, some Earthshaker spells to burst them down. Boris, he's not built like he was last game with the Mjolnir and the MKB to blow heroes up. He's all split pushing at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's just sitting on 5,300 gold because it doesn't really seem like he has a lot of options item-wise. Imperium found by Arkosh once again. Goat even just channeling this freezing field up on Z-Freak. They're going to get 2 kills here as Canis Vulpes just does so much damage.
Absolutely. There's so little they're able to do right now. Take these fights. And like you said, he's sitting on all this gold. His teammates can't find any. It's all them making space for Boris here, who can't decide what the best item is to win this game or how he can win this for his team. BKB he's had queued up, and he does end up grabbing it, which will save him from a lot of the OD damage, but it's not going to do anything for him against this TB.
Yeah, speaking of TB, he does finish that Eye of Scotty, and he's still got 1,000 gold to boot. The question is, what do you build next? I think he just gets damage, right? Like, it has to be. Like, he needs, like, either Abyssal Blade or like Butterfly or Daedalus. I'm assuming he just picks up damage at this point.
It's probably just going to be an Abyssal Blade, get on top of people, stop them from getting away from him.
All right, Canis Vulpes channeling up on this outpost, but they're just too afraid to initiate as everything's nearby. He does have this finished Scythe of Ice as well. Dude, Canis Vulpes just so farmed on this OD. Looking for Monkeys. They see him blink in. There's going to be the Hex. Couple auto attacks that jump in, but he gets Glimmer Caped out by Imperium. Going to be protected for the moment, but Monkeys looks like he is going to survive. And on the backside, Gremlo will punish Imperium for that save.
Z-Freak also punished.
My gosh.
To save his team, but
oh, he gets an Echo off, tries to clear the wave, gets some gold, but it's just another kill for Canis Vulpes. He is 17, 0, and 8. Neph.
Yeah. This OD hero is quite the hero. I mean, Canis has had a pretty good performance this game, but just showcasing how strong he is. And again, no solutions, no damage to actually bring this guy down. They can't burst him. He's always going to be able to get an Astral Imprisonment off on himself or be able to get his BKB off and then eventually get away. They couldn't deal with him in the early game. They lost all these early fights, and because of that, they're just snowballing off the back of it.
Yeah, Roche can respawn in just over 2 minutes, so I'd expect them to just cut waves until Roche, right? I mean, maybe they go high ground. They have Terror Wave meta. The BKBs are all available. Yeah, there's going to be the meta. They just go for it. Why not? They have Blink out on Z-Freak? They do. Okay, so Z-Freak does have Blink, something you do have to be a little bit afraid of. Canis Vulpus just drops the hammer right on that tower and exposes that first lane of barracks here, mid lane. Slowly fall, not even slowly falling, just getting melted actually by Pale Horse. Stun after stun trying to come out. Slow Terrorblade down, but a Blink in from Canis Vulpus. Just a couple of auto attacks potentially can finish him off, but he has Terror Wave. All right, they will get the melee barracks, but that is going to be it as Nature's Prophet has cut the next wave. Top lane Monkeys Forever will get the TP out. He's going to be fine.
Backdoor protection just came out as that melee rack was dropping. Oh,
I annihilate. Another Blink forward. They will grab that kill. Canis Vulpus so dang deadly at this point in the game.
Now backs against the wall here. And again, they're trying to take advantage of the backdoor protection right now, splitting the waves all they can, but they end up losing the melee rack just a moment before backdoor protection ended up kicking in there. So this is what I was talking about, though. Eventually, they're going to have such an advantage. They're going to be so much stronger than the heroes on TOOBASED that they can just throw their heads against the wall.
Oh, and tier 2 goes down.
Clearing the towers, clearing the game here. Z-Freak potentially setting up on someone who's going to defend from Boris here. This is a very risky move. Multiple heroes move in to defend from you. All right, and this is the backdooring that I was talking about. This is... absolutely ridiculous. You open up multiple lanes, suddenly you can do this.
They have to fort, actually. They can't afford to lose this lane of barracks to the Nature's Prophet. They're working on a tier 2 as we speak. The TP is probably going to come out in a moment. Mars, the first one. Boris, his smoke's going to pop, knows that he is here. He cannot drop another. Oh, the arena. Oh my god.
Doesn't interrupt it.
Yeah. Dude, that spear, I can imagine the sweat dripping off of that Nature's Prophet's head as it goes right by him.
Yeah, a little bit to the right there, and he'd be very dead. This game would be a whole lot harder. Speaking of, to make the game harder, Roshan going to respond another 5 seconds here.
Monkeys does have BKB, but in comes the Terrorblade. He's just gonna kill the Leshrac. They have so much physical damage. Why not? And he's going the Eagles. Okay, he's going the Swift Blink. This is sick. This is actually so sick. We were talking about how good this item is on certain heroes, and now combine that with like your Terrorblade, Terror Wave plays. This Blink in, giving you phased move speed, attack speed, and damage is just going to do so much work. And he's got it. Yeah, 40 gold away. Courier already at Secret Shop. This guy knows what he's doing.
There it is. Uncapped movement speed. Push everybody back for 2.5 seconds. He's going to rip people apart with this one.
Yeah, this is quite good. Oh, all right. I annihilate as well as some other boys. Take down Gremlo in the bottom lane. A distraction tactic here. So they're currently working on Roshan, though.
But again, you can try to shove the lanes, but even if you shove it bottom, I mean, there's no way that you take down these tier 4s. And at this point, you're so strong here on the Terrorblade that you can just rip the tier 4s in the Ancient. No problem at all. Yeah,
he's going to pick up the Aegis and cheese here. I'd expect them maybe to cheese the OD. Yeah, Canis Vulpus is going to pick up the cheese just in case. Terrorblade now up to 2,800 health. I'm curious to see what he's going to go for after the Swift Blink. I think this is just an incredible pickup for his hero.
It worked very well with the
He sees Boris. He's going to go on him. Pale Horse pops the Swift Blink, the Terrorblade, Terror Wave, too much damage. Unable to get that TP off, and we see right there how much it really does. Bottom lane, Canis Vulpus, I Annihilate just commits the exorcism. They're going to get a lane of barracks for this, but in comes Pale Horse. I Annihilate, can he get the TP out? He's going to survive. Witch Doctor not as lucky. Monkeys Forever as well. Some serious damage coming in over and over again from this Pale Horse. And he gets top tier 3. Wait a minute. Simply TOOBASED? Get a lane of barracks and a tier 3?
Now they're going for these Ranger Axe as well. He ends up denying his own tree. It's okay. Hides him in the trees over here. They're going to find them, though.
That is a buyback on the Nature's Prophet, though. So if Boris does get caught, his game, and probably simply TOOBASED game, is over.
They're still in it. the major question mark is if they can take down this tier 2 tower, which is untouched at this point, still sitting at 2,500 HP. So they're gonna need mega creeps to actually be able to win this game and, you know, keep the heroes in Arkosh shoved inside their base enough, or keep the creeps strong enough for them to actually have potential to end.
I'm curious what Pale Horse decides to take at 25. You go Thunder cooldown to the meta range. I think
Probably the meta.
right. I'm kind of feeling like the meta range with this build would be very cool. You just blink into the center of them and you're just this turret. Anyone who comes near you dies.
Is he really afraid of getting taken to low HP?
Nice jump here on the top lane. Z-Freak did commit the Echo onto Gremlo, but he just pops the BKB, turns it around, traps 3 heroes. Monkeys forever forced the BKB. The Dust catches 2. They're both dead. Gremlo baiting him out, and Goat chasing after Monkeys. Doesn't end up getting the catch, though. Boris? And he's out. Okay. More damn. Oh, no. This one has fortification, so it's going to be just fine. Yeah, those types of rat plays are not going to work if they don't have creeps there. Pale Horse goes up to the top lane looking for Monkeys. There's your Terror Wave, and oh boy, he just does so much damage. We'll find that kill, no problem. Triple buyback is available for the side of Simply TOOBASED, but yeah, this Terrorblade looks way too good. That 10-second meta is really strong. I did not know that was a thing. That is a really cool change.
I mean, it's 10 seconds is really all you need to be able to take down multiple heroes. The kind of damage that Terrorblade pumps out, especially when you're this farmed, and when you have Swiftblink to gap that distance, and the Eye of Scotty slow people down as if you're running away from you.
Jump on in. BKB Annihilate pops that to Exorcism, looking to try to take down Canis Vulpus, but it's not going to be enough. Pale Horse does have the Aegis. He does not care if he gives up his first life, but it doesn't even look like he's going to do it, as he just pops a BKB and takes down Monkeys Forever. That's going to be a dieback. I Annihilate trying to take down the Crystal Maiden, but just caught by a Frostbite, speared into the wall. Pale Horse blinks on over, gets himself a double kill.
Like that.
It seems Arkosh has awoken, neph.
I hate to say it, but I gotta. They've awoken. Metamorphosis with this Terror Wave. I mean, just incredible gameplay. OD or Terrorblade haven't gotten down a single time this game. Well, OD's gone down just now, but prior to that, and it cost you your entire base.
Yes, indeed. Multiple buybacks as well, as Pale Horse about to just claim Mega Creeps. Still plenty of time on this meta duration, and he still has a Terror Wave coming off cooldown as we speak. So what do? He did go back for the Abyssal Blade. I love this item so much. He can just jump right onto Annihilate. That's exactly what he's going to do. Pops that Refraction, and the nice Echo comes in. The Aegis, however, it's not going to expire, so he's going to get a second life. It doesn't even need it. He just gets the Sunder off, and he turns it around. That's going to be the Mega Creeps. They buy back on Z-Freak, top side of the base. Crow, he gets the... Oh, nice interruption there from Z-Freak. Able to find that kill, so Crow will go down. Crow zone. Oh, man. That's it for me, guys. Low skills. Okay. I love the all chat coming in from Arkosh here. They are feeling themselves. It is now a 34,000 gold advantage.
Almost looks like they're going to keep their promise of making this a 90-minute game right now.
What a drop. Illusionist Cape.
Leveler to close things out. If so, they need it. If they even needed it. I mean, they're going to hold on to this Illusionist Cape, which makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, it's just so good.
They're not giving up yet here on TOOBASED, though. I'm not sure what their way back in this game is. 40 minutes in. 36k net worth advantage here on Arkosh.
It doesn't seem like there is going to be a way back in. I think you're at the point where the Terrorblade is just way too strong. This item build, so smart here from this Terrorblade, just making it, you know, borderline impossible to take him down. The Aegis was kind of this safety net, but he never even died.
Oh, they brought him low, but he did get that Sunder off, as you mentioned. Now just waiting for Earth Spirit to come back up for them to close out this game here, I imagine. I mean, the map is theirs. They can even wait for this next Roche if they choose.
I don't think they're going to. I think they're walking their way up right now. Earth Spirit respawning in 2. He does have Boots of Travel, so he's going to rejoin the fray here. Mega Creeps slowing down, or applying a lot of pressure, making so they cannot get out of their base. But Pale Horse, I mean, he's got everything he wants. Everything available. Pops his meta, going to start working on these small buildings.
I think Crew's AFK.
Nah.
He's just been sitting there for the last minute. Well, 30 seconds. I exaggerated slightly.
I'm sure he's just buying something or waiting for someone to drop something and base to bring it to him, but it doesn't matter. They go in. The Terrorblade doesn't even get close to dying. The Maledict is on him, and he just sunders his boy back up to full HP, and now I Annihilate. Not going to be able to make it out. 4 heroes dead. Oh my goodness. Arkosh tying up the series 1-1 against simply TOOBASED.
I mean, Arkosh, I got to give it up for them. That was an incredible game. They dealt with the split pushing the Nature's Prophet, and they held on to their heroes the entire time. Didn't give up a kill on either the OD or the Terrorblade until the very end of that game. A lot of it, I'd say, come down to what happened in the top lane. I don't think he had a good enough performance here on Monkeys Forever with that Leshrac. Just couldn't dish out enough damage. The Pale Horse couldn't get online in the right way, and some of these early fights going the way of Arkosh from the very start. Boris definitely keeping them in it with his ratting on Nature's Prophet, but at a certain point, you need to be able to take a fight into the enemy team, and they just couldn't here.
Yeah. Canis Vulpes just got too dang far ahead, and he's just able to make space for the Terrorblade. Like the other 4 heroes, like Mars, Crow, Canis Vulpes, and Goat, like they're able to just rotate around the map, finding kill after kill, and no one on Simply TOOBASED was ready for that type of damage. I mean, they needed BKBs to take into it, but they did not come out in time. And that's going to be a tied series, man. We're going to be going into game number 3 here in just a short moment. But Neph, any final thoughts on that one?
I was wrong. I thought this would be a quick 2-0 series. I thought TOOBASED would, wipe the floor with Arkosh, but suppose this time around they're not to be underestimated. OD, incredibly strong hero, and Pale Horse's amazing performance on this TB.
All right, perfectly said. We'll be back with game number 3. It's going to be a few minute break here, everyone. Stay tuned. We'll see you in a second.